Alright, y'all, so back with another iconic classic. We got a 2008 Lincoln Town car. I know you guys thinking, like, it's a little bit newer. It's not necessarily a a classic, but I do think this is iconic because in most people's eyes, it's probably like one of the last great Lincolns. I know, Navigators are pretty cool in my opinion, but as far as cars go, it's probably like their last great one. And this one is a super clean representation of that. It's got like 46,000 miles on it. So as you guys know, town cars have always been workhorses. They're known for, reliability. And again, 46,000 miles. So let's go ahead and get into it. First thing you'll notice that it's finished in that beautiful silver. Paint is in pretty good condition. Like I said, we're going to move around the car, point out any minor imperfections that I do see. But paint and body overall is pretty good condition, considering it's 19 years old, depending on when it went into production. You can go ahead and move down the passenger door. Passenger door looks pretty solid. Chrome is intact. You come back. Windshield is solid. No cracks, no rock chips. Roof looks phenomenal. No hail damage or anything like that. No oxidation. And as we keep on moving down, tires are new at all four corners. We'll check that out once it's up on the rack. Just got the little premium the wheels, the split spoke design. I think that looks super clean on here as well. And then as you look down, you don't see any waves or dents or anything. Rear glass looks solid. We don't have any cracks there. And as we look at the trunk, give you a good opportunity to see that paint under all of these lights that are right here. Again, no heavy oxidation, no deep scratches. Looks pretty solid for sure. Looking at the rear of the car, bumper looks good. I don't see any dents or any cracks. Rear tail lights actually look solid too. These are known for getting moisture in them, and they look pretty solid as well. You guys see that it's got a backup camera. That's just because of the aftermarket radio inside, which we'll check that out on the interior. And then as we go ahead and check out the driver's side, nice and straight, just like how we expect to see it. And then as we keep on moving, again, I got a little that I can right here. I got a little baby like pinhole dent. I don't even know if the camera is gonna pick it right there. Super small. Nothing that I would worry about personally, but it just so happened to catch off of the light. Coming to the front of the car again, front fender looks good. Like I said, the body is phenomenal. There was nothing that I could really point out. And then as we come to the hood, same thing. No hail damage, no little dents, no dings. Hood is properly aligned as we expect. If I am gonna nitpick, if it was me personally, I'd probably change out the headlights. We got a little bit of oxidation going on. When you look at the car, it's something that, it looks clean. There's nothing to complain about. But as you tend to live with it day over day, you try to find little things to improve. I can tell 100% swapping these with some clear lenses would make a night and day difference. Chrome still looks good on the grill itself. None of the slaps are broken. Pretty solid. So let's go ahead and check out the engine and the sorry about that, turn camera off for a minute, have a little quick conversation. But looking under the hood, obviously you guys can see it's super clean, no issues here. Everything where it's supposed to be. Relatively when you got newer cars, really ain't nothing to talk about. Power brakes, power steering, AC, everything you expect. All the shrouds intact, everything looks nice and clean, no rust. And then under the hood looks nice and clean as well. So let's go ahead and pop the trunk. Cool thing about the trunk, power assisted, open and close. So as you guys see, that still works. Trunk is what you expect, clean, carpeted, no type of signs of spills, leaks, or anything back here. Just a nice clean trunk as expected. And I'm gonna just touch this, and you guys hear the soft close. Always nice to see technology from, again, 20 years ago functioning the way that it's supposed to. As you look on the inside, it's got the nice ebony leather interior with the walnut trim. Seats are very clean, no rips, no tears. Do have a little bit of a I'm gonna call it a mark, but some of the black came off, like right there. Carpet is beautiful, nice, clean. No smoke smell, no pet hair or anything like that in here. Passenger side, door panel nice and clean. Always like that you can tell luxury vehicles by like two things. You know, quick glance, the extra little storage in the armrest, and the seat controls being on the door. I know it's like a little thing that don't matter, but I do think it's a cool little feature as well. Passenger seat, great condition. Again, no rips, no tears. Really no wear patterns until you get on the side bolsters, but not bad at all. Carpets and mats. I know it's dark in here, but beautiful condition. No discoloration, no stains. And there's our dash, nice and clean. Let me go ahead and grab this driver's side real quick. Again, door panel looks good. No warping, no cracks, everything where it's supposed to be. And then as we come to the driver's seat, same thing. Beautiful condition. Nitpicking a little bit, we got a little bit of marks here on the armrest. Probably just from rubbing, nothing too crazy. And like I said, everything looks clean. So, all right, y'all, let's go ahead and get started on the test drive. As expected, she gonna fire right up. Let me get this seatbelt on so we can get that light off. And all right, so you guys see we're averaging 20 miles to the gallon. We've probably put about I ain't gonna lie, somewhere about, I don't know, 800 to 1,000 miles on this, relatively easy. So quarter tank of gas, everything's reading accurately as you expect it to. Lights are on, turned off. I don't know why the brakes were on, but lights are on. You can tell there, and in the front, I'm gonna leave them on auto. We got an aftermarket radio. It works with zero issues. It does not work with the steering wheel controls, but cool thing is as well, that camera I showed you guys, it does actually work when going in reverse, as well as the backup sensors too. Heat, AC, all of that works as expected. I already know that, so we're good there. Horn good. Windows along with the auto feature, all good there. Seat controls work. I don't know if the I'm gonna leave the heated seat on because I don't know if that works, so we'll check that out. Let me see. It is 9:30. Clock is accurate. Am I missing anything? Map lights good. Got the garage door opener. I don't really have a way to test that. Mileage reads 46,661. Let me go through the info. All of that works. 118 miles to empty, 23. I'm gonna just leave that there. Oh, it's got the movable pedals, and it does work as well. I know you guys can't see it, but it's moving the pedals back. So this is our third one. Yeah, our third one. We had a white one and a silver one. Yeah, it might have been two white ones. I don't remember. But anyway, this is our third one. And I ain't gonna lie, every time that we've had one, I super enjoy them. And I'm gonna let you guys know, let you guys in on a little secret. The owner himself loves these as well. Like every time we get one, if it's super low miles, it basically become a personal car. Like these things are just super clean. Somewhat inconspicuous for the most part, because you know people kind of overlook them because they are older vehicles, but man, they ride super smooth. They got luxury appointments, you know, you still got your nice leather, and as long as you get an aftermarket radio, it takes care of your creature comforts for the most part. And with that being said, the heated seat does work, so I'm gonna turn that off. As you can see, everything on the dash is good. No lights, speedometer is working. Motor sounds good. I don't hear any ticking, any exhaust leaks, any belt squeal. I got the windows down. None of the windows are rattling. I'm gonna go ahead and roll this up. Brakes feel good. Brakes have been done. The tires, all new tires. So like I said, she just rides super smooth. Let me turn this radio down just so it ain't picked up. Oh, I ain't checked the turn signals. Right turn signal, left turn signal. And of course, you're gonna put your turn signal at the end. Give it a little bit of throttle. Obviously, you guys don't expect these things to, by any means at all, move. You're not gonna be racing anybody, you're just cruising. But throttle response is decent for sure. And with the windows up, you can clearly tell how quiet it is. So, like I said, this is a super cool everyday car, I'm not gonna lie. It's not necessarily my style from an outside perspective, but the inside, like I said, it's just super clean. Something fun to just drive in. Like I said, treat it like an everyday car. And with 46,000 miles, like, you know. There we go. All right, so I'm gonna head back and throw her on the rack and we'll check out underneath. All right, y'all, we got the Lincoln up on the rack, and starting with the rear. Again, rear bumper looks pretty good. We got a couple scratches underneath, but again, that's always expected because you don't know how steep some people's driveways are and things like that. Underneath, this thing is beautiful. And I say that because while cars look, especially older cars, they look amazing when they are coated properly. You know, a nice clean sheen, black, whether it's matte or satin, looks super clean. But when a car has no coating and you can see everything, and none of the you know, like the factory metals and that have started to rust, it just looks super clean to me. So obviously we're in the rear of the vehicle. Gas tank, trunk pans, everything looks beautiful, no signs of leak. The only thing that does look rusted is the rear end and the drive shaft, which that's just surface rust, but that's to be expected as well. Moving down the passenger side, frame is nice and straight. And then as you look at these floor pans, this is what I'm talking about. Just factory sheet metal, super clean, no dents, no rust. Factory mufflers, you expect those to have some type of surface rust again because of the amount of heat that goes through them, cycling over and over. But down the driver's side, frame looks beautiful, cross member, and then again these floors again, and they're not even clean, honestly. You know, it's a little bit of dirt, but they're not even as clean as they probably look. Body mounts look beautiful. Rubber's nice and solid still. Cat's still on the car, both sides. No signs of leak from the oil or trans pan. Disc brakes up in the front, of course, and discs in the rear. Don't even know why I looked at that. No signs of leaks from anywhere. Power steering hoses look new. And here's our front bumper. Again, this thing is beautiful underneath. It's a Southern car, Tennessee to be exact. People always ask where the cars come from. And it's funny because I'm like, bro, these cars, you know, they 50, 60 years old. You don't think they've been around the country? Sometimes they haven't, but most of the time they have. In this case, being low mileage, it was a one owner, again, from Tennessee. So I kind of already knew that. Again, I love these split spoke style wheels. I think they're super dope. It kind of gives a raw aluminum look. Tires are new at all four corners, so nothing to worry about there. As we move down, again, body and frame look gorgeous, nothing to point out. So we're just gonna keep moving. That little bit of dirt obviously just came from the test drive because it's wet outside. You can still see the water running down. Wheel wells look beautiful. Like I said, I couldn't find anything. I know, you know, you guys watch these videos. We try to do a good job at pointing out what's right, what's wrong. I love this car. I think it's super clean, and I couldn't find anything wrong. All right, so as you guys see, too, we got the LED for the headlights, so cleaner look. But if you guys are interested in this Lincoln, give us a call, 256-801-4409. Check us out at Rolling Museums on the website and Instagram. As always, appreciate you watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe below.